is Lexi, and I have a 2004 SRT4. My boyfriend actually got me into cars. He's a big car fanatic. I mean, yeah, at first I was just like, why are you always working on your car? And then he was like talking to me more about it and telling me like all different stuff that you can learn from him, so you can just learn how to fix your stuff on your own. And I would say he did get me into cars, but I would have to say it's grown on me.
Okay, so this is my first time driving one, Ben, and it actually has really decent power, I'm not gonna lie.
No, yeah, it's not bad. I mean, it's not fast, but it's not bad.
It's not fast, but not very many cars with under 400 horsepower are really fast. It would have to be really light to be fast. But this model that Lexi has weighs about 3,000 pounds.
That's not bad.
And they were rated at, I think, 230 from the factory, but I'm told that they dynoed at like 245 to the wheels. So Dodge definitely underrates their products.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and, you know, 245 some horsepower in a 3,000 pound car isn't bad.
You know what's really interesting? This thing just keeps pulling. It doesn't really fall on its face once the boost kicks in. It's got a really linear power band. It just kind of goes all the way through, like effortlessly.
I was really surprised because I was expecting it to not have so much top end.
Yeah.
I was expecting it to be more of like a low end grunty car, but it really pulls all the way up towards redline.
I haven't done much to it, but cold air, K&N intake, exhaust. Bigger and a cooler 4-inch. Other than that, nothing really big's done to it. I like how it drives, I like how it handles. I don't like how it's a 6-point turn when you're trying to turn around, but there's going to be pros and cons to every car you get. I would like to know how to do things myself, so then like if a problem ever came up, then I could just buy the parts and fix it.
So the interior, I mean, it's not surprising me. It's a Neon, so I wasn't really expecting it to be crazy nice or anything, but it's not terrible. It's actually not bad.
No, it's all right.
My only complaint really is that the steering wheel is way too big, because you've got these bucket seats and stuff, and you've got this like kind of sporty shifter, and then you have this massive steering wheel. So if I had one of these, I would go to a smaller diameter steering wheel.
Right, well, that's stuff to do with the airbag.
Right, I would get rid of the airbag.
I had a 2010 Kia Forte. It's different from going from the car that I had before to this. I like to make it go a little faster and maybe eventually upgrade to a bigger turbo. And yeah, it's fine because if there's people just acting ridiculous down the road and they're driving on your ass, then you can just go full throttle and bye.
Falls right in.
So wow. It's not really counterweighted.
That's okay though. It doesn't need it. Like it is very light feeling.
But basically, really all it is a Neon that's souped up. Like it's the same chassis, everything, same body. So it's still got plenty of room because it's trying to be, you know, a very usable economy car. It's just fast.
So when I roll onto the throttle, there's a little whine when the turbo starts spooling up, and it's exactly the same frequency as a cop siren. Do you hear it?
Okay, it is. That is really scary.
I rolled onto the throttle and I heard a... I'm like, oh shit.
This car just makes a cacophony of sounds. It's just turbo flutter, turbo spool, the motor mounts are shaking everything, the exhaust sounds like it's a freaking V8.
Yeah, I would probably just go like ride around in my car to relax and just get the stress and everything off my mind for a little bit. I'd say it's a good go-to hobby because I feel like you learn something new every day when it comes to cars.
Wow. Dude, honestly, I really like it.
Really?
Yeah. The only reason I really like it is because of my expectations of it were lower than they actually ended up coming in at.
Like, basically, all my expectations were met. Like, this is exactly what I was expecting it to be. Obviously, it's not a luxury car, but it's bang for your buck. There's a ton of performance here. It's pretty much undeniable.
Affordability-wise, for what you get, I think it's awesome. I think it's a great deal.
Yeah.
And as much as I kind of came into this really skeptical, I'm coming out of this with a different view that, like, if you don't have a lot of money to get a really nice car or get an Evo or whatever as you always wanted, like, you can get pretty similar straight line performance with the SRT4. I mean, it's pretty quick.
Yeah, I think it's a really good jumping off point for people who are trying to get into, like, kind of the car modification scene.
It is a great first enthusiast car.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to get into the car world, I think this is a great, like, gateway to get in.
Yeah, and don't let all the people hating on SRT4s just being neons, you know, keep you from that.
Yeah, and especially something that has that neon name, they feel like they have to overcompensate for it.
You don't need to. This is a good car. It doesn't matter what anybody else's opinion
Yeah.
is. Yeah.